Hello, loves. I apologize for the dark lighting. My ring light died, but it looks like it's not too bad, so we're going to make do. But I wanted to check in with you guys, number one. And number two, give an update of where I've been at. So, the best way to describe where I'm at right now is that I am burnt out. I am burnt out, and it is a level of being burnt out that I don't think I've experienced before, which is concerning, right? I've felt burnt out, but I've been able to kind of rebound maybe like in a few days, a week. This has been a few months. I think it started to creep in a couple months back. And just steadily and increasingly over time, it's just gotten worse. I will say I'm still going to work. I'm still doing things that I need to do, right? But everything just feels exhausting and or overwhelming. Like, once again, even answering a text feels like it takes so much energy. And I don't like that because I want to show up for the people in my life. I hate when people feel like they can't come to me because I may be going through something. So it hasn't felt great. But at the same time, I don't want to pretend that I have more energy than I do, right? So it's been hard. I think everything just kind of came to a head as far as I am a disabled, neurodivergent person who is navigating running their own business while having to still cook and clean and adult, right? Having to go grocery shopping, having to go to appointments, having to make phone calls regarding my business till I can get paid. Just all these things kind of just have led more and more into my exhaustion because you can't take a break from adulting, right? I mean, you can get support from people, but I do many things on my own, and that weighs a lot at times. So it's been difficult. And I think I just hit that wall. So I'm hoping to get a handle on it. I've been talking with my therapist about it, my concerns. Like, I just feel so exhausted. Like, this burnout feels different than it ever has. And I've kind of thought about the idea of, like, so once again, I identify as being neurodivergent. And being neurodivergent is an umbrella. So, it's not just autism spectrum disorder and ADHD, right? It can be OCD. It can be CPTSD, which is what I do have. Um, it can be stuff like dyslexia, dyscalculia. So it's an umbrella, but I've been kind of playing around with the idea of having autism. Like, it's kind of flickered, and I'm like, no, you know, like, I say that and that I gaslight myself a lot, right? I gaslight myself a lot, and I'm like, well, I don't like look like a normal representation of what autism looks like, which I don't even know what that means. um, that's just me gaslighting myself. And yeah, so I didn't really want to put a whole lot of stock into it necessarily, but it doesn't hurt to examine it further. So, yeah, went in depth about it with my therapist. And my therapist went over the DSM criteria. And they were like, well, you do meet the criteria. But if you want to get like actually evaluated, we can talk about that more too. And so I decided to bite the bullet. after that session, and I signed up to get evaluated for autism and ADHD next month, which is pretty quick. Sometimes it's like a bit of a wait. So I think a month is a quick turnaround. And ADHD and autism both run in my family. I have family members that have, like, I have one that has autism and one that has ADHD, and both are genetic. So I'm trying to keep an open mind as far as if I do or don't get diagnosed, because there's stuff that comes up for me if I do, and stuff that comes up for me if I don't. Um, but if I were to get diagnosed, it would explain a lot. My therapist and I talked about the possibility of this being an autistic burnout. And maybe I've just been masking for the past oh so many years. And now it's all finally coming to a head, because I do feel like at times I have to put on a certain face with people, and it's really exhausting. And just my executive dysfunctioning is all over the place, or my executive functioning is all over the place. And it's just been hard to just do things I like to do. And it's just been heavy. Um, that's the best way I can describe it. It's just been heavy. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. I think it's a combination of that and also existential depression. Just obviously, the stuff in the world is not stopping. What's happening in Gaza, what's happening in other places all over the world, right? Not just America. Um, and just, I'm tired of capitalism. I'm tired of capitalism. I'm tired of debt hanging over my head. I'm tired of feeling like this is it. I'm just going to work for the rest of my life and then die. I don't know if I can retire at this point. As a millennial, kind of wasn't set up, and it's heavily depressing. It makes me sad every time I get a bill. I got my property tax for my car a couple weeks ago, and I cried. I looked at the price and I cried. And it's not even that I can't afford it. So let me express a place of privilege and gratitude. But it's also just, I see the numbers, and my mind is just like, is this is it? Like, this is it. Um, but I overwork myself so that way I can feel secure enough to pay my bills, right? So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So that's kind of it. Yeah. So burnout, possibly burnout due to autism, question mark, combined with feelings of being stuck in the matrix. Like, this is all a simulation that I'm stuck in, and I want to get out, and I don't know how to, and it's been hard. So I'm hoping, especially with this evaluation, to get some answers. And all I can do in the meantime is just continue to do self care and try and just be mindful and find joy in the little things. And yeah, but that's it. But once again, let me know how you guys are doing. I want to hear from you. And yeah, as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.